It is May 9th, 2022. So I'm watching this supreme intelligence, let's call it at the moment, since it has some studio backing in to deal. What is this? To deal with love everybody else that doesn't want to get involved or can't help you out their whole life. So in New York, since I know travelism is like the tourism is the thing you want to protect, and like I really don't care. They don't feed me. They're not keeping me healthy. What do I care about this stuff? So in this movie, this Wonder Woman, they have this thing about this orange smoke. Now, on the one hand, this could be the human intelligence saying something of the chemical compound of when exhaust comes out of a regular car, not in a not in a enhanced, because there's additives some of the humans put in the gas tank. The ones around here, I don't know if they put a chemical compound, because sometimes the exhaust doesn't look orange, but it looks like a concentrated white gray. And sometimes it looks black. And you'll be standing there and it lets off, and I'm like, are those like enhanced chemical weapons? I mean, who regulates this stuff? How do you know if they're purposely driving, if they have a soft target that they know is trapped, like, for instance, myself. They know is trapped in the local area. I can only go so far by foot. I mean, are they purposely and putting, I mean, there's so many vehicles that come in and out of here. And at times, there is so much traffic down Bell Boulevard that shouldn't be. So are people like directing themselves to like put in noxious fumes in my local neighborhood? Because sometimes there's such a parade of cars. And really, if you think about it theoretically, why are they in Bayside? It's not like they're getting out of their cars and shopping. And from where Northern Boulevard is and how Bell Boulevard's connected, it doesn't go anywhere. There's a throughway that they could have went on, but they took an alternate route to go down a one-laned main street and let off all their exhaust, purposely polluting and increasing the particulate of intoxication within my nursehood. Why is that? So I see it referenced here. They have it in the movie.
Look at this baby.
They have it referenced in the movie in a little bit of a different way. But the trouble breathing, the air looks like that without the orange tinge in it. Looks more sometimes black, sometimes a gray-white. But it is some kind of chemical weapon, I feel, that they're using. I don't know which part of the disgusting population of humans that have infested New York City and who's at the helm of that. But it does happen. And sometimes there's some chemical compound that the humans put inside of a glass pipe and then they light it on fire. Whatever that smell is, sometimes they use that chemical compound smell and it comes out of the exhaust of their vehicles. So that's the additive I'm talking about, and I don't know what the chemical compound is, but that they put in the gas tank and then they drive around. It's really disgusting. But you can smell it on the streets, and I've even had it in the EMS vehicles in the the city has a fleet of vehicles. Not only are there lights going in a photon that's way too high and neurologically and ocularly damaging, but some of their vehicles, whoever's driving them, I don't know, or I don't know if there's some kind of like a lease for like the movie production company. I mean, again, who wraps these cars for them? Do they have one that they are driving around illegally? How would I know? And who do you report it to? And how do you really know for sure? Here's it referenced in whatever.
They're dead. They're all dead. I could have saved them. I could have saved them if it weren't for you. You don't stand me.
It's like all of this overproduction of the automobile, and the automobile lets off a toxic vapor. At some point, it does affect the lungs, the skin. I mean, it changes the biochemistry. And there's no escape of it in my life frame. There's been no offer to like a more wooded setting or more naturalistic or holistic lifestyle. It's just been entrapment and withdrawing of the pursuit of happiness or the ability to pursue happiness.
Hey! No. Stay away from me! I understand everything now. It isn't just the Germans that Eris has corrupted, it's you too.
She calls them the Germans. It's the chemical weapons experts. What I need is a very specific epigenetic gene therapy, and it's being withheld. I don't even know where to clinically direct myself in order to get the help that I need. That's how corrupt this entire system is.
All of you. I will find Eris, and I will kill him.
Diana!
I don't even know if that's the correct thing. I mean, on the one hand, you want to shrink Ares so his powers are not so mightyful. But on the other hand, when you need Ares, the god of war, to go, did you see? I mean, like, who's in charge of the home field? You have to have an access to Ares' ear to bend his ear and say, I don't know how you're going to get in trouble, but like this really needs to be addressed. If the gods find out, we're both going to be in trouble. So who is this Ares or this Mars? Because there's some stuff going on, and I'm like, I don't know what they call them. Now, is germ, is that microbiotic? Yeah, is that why the Germans are the bad ones? Because they're supposed to be in charge of microbiota? I mean, because now in, like, my world, they're calling it the Russians. And I'm like, I don't know how they got involved. I'm like, I don't know what the right sounds are anymore.
It's the chief. He followed Ludendorff. Right! Follow the smoke! Let's move. NCIS!
And now what's interesting is they have a reference to the smoke signals where he's like, that's the chief with the smoke signals. And I'm like, right, they did mention in the movie. I don't know what that has to do with. But I know it's important. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, it's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.